Hey guys, M12 LRV RVSB Gaming here. I am back with another video. Hold on, let me turn down the volume a little. And I'm going to be continuing our playthrough of GTA San Andreas. Now, I did some driving around to try and increase my, pretty much just help me understand and increase the knowledge of, where the streets are. Just driving around as fast as I could, trying to get to point to point. Just try and learn the streets a little bit more. And it's helped somewhat, but, I did that on a live stream. And if any of you who watch my videos on my YouTube channel should know that, my username on Twitch, where I live stream, is M12LRVRVSB, not what it is here, which is M12LRVRVSB Gaming. And it's pretty much similar to my name, but, now we are going to do missions for the most annoying person ever. But first, I drove by something. You have to get those. Because those help you out later on, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if there's a bonus to getting all of them. But I should probably do a live stream where I just drive around trying to find them.
Hey, cabrón!
A burning desire.
Hey, Carl Johnson, CJ.
Now I knew that there are some,
I agree.
Now I know that, there are, some not so appropriate things that were in the cutscene that I skipped. Some unfriendly words. That get tossed around. But then again, for a character like mine, it's okay to say, but I don't want that stuff on my channel.
You freaking jerk!
But, other than that, I probably will skip other cutscenes if I know that they're not appropriate and all that stuff. And what cutscenes I skip is based on what's appropriate and what's not, but it's also because of, and I'm also doing this based off of memory, because I've actually played this before on the Xbox original. Now I'm gonna trade this, and I probably had more grenades, but I don't care. Grenades are more useful rather than the Molotovs, because sometimes you can set yourself on fire more easily than you can blow yourself up with the grenade. Now the reason why I don't mind doing this and getting rid of my grenades and like why not use them all before I have to get rid of them, is because I don't have this problem, because there is actually a spawn location where grenades spawn. It's actually relatively close to the Gandon. Well, it's not in Gandon, but it's pretty much just outside of it, but it's within a decent range. You could easily remember how to get there. Okay. Like that, you see? In order to get the right range, you have to do that. Sometimes get too close and you'll end up having problems where they, just do that. Okay. Where am I getting fired at? Okay, these are Vargos. Now the only reason I'm doing this against the enemies against other gang members, It's not quite really, because they're my enemies. Well, the Bells are our enemies, but I wouldn't really view these people as enemies. We don't really care what happens to them. We're not, like, happy if they got destroyed, really, or sad if, or anything like that. We're not really, like, their allies. We're not really, like, their enemy, per se. But this is the part that I don't get, is that they told you to burn down the house, but yet they still want you to go inside and help someone. How do I get... Oh, yeah. How am I supposed to help someone in a burning What the heck am I supposed to do?
Give me them
I
chips.
could get a stack of cash. Okay, is this the kitchen? No. It's not the way to the kitchen. I'm assuming a kitchen, yeah, here's the kitchen.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Put yourself out somehow.
Stand back.
Put it out! Put it out! Oh God, I'm so scared.
We need to get out now. What do I do? First off,
Send them ducats over here.
free cash is standing right there.
Quit panicking. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Put out the fire. I'm guessing the NPCs cannot go through the fire. Even though I could probably run through it and lose some health, but not fully lose all of my health from it. But, this is one that I want to... Holy crap, that thing caved in. I'm gonna be a nice guy and and put out the fire on that guy's body. And at least let those gangsters be able to identify the body. Even though because it's not in a charred, burnt state. And at least let them be able to have the body to bury, because, well, I'm not really doing this because I hate them, but because someone asked me to. I left someone behind? Are you kidding me? Follow me this way! Why weren't you following me before? Apparently...
Hey man, I owe you my life.
Okay?
I was nearly dead there for sure.
Hey, you look pretty shook up, girl. You want me to take you home?
Yeah, please, thanks.
Where you live?
Just off Grove Street.
No shit. What you doing in Vargo's hood?
I like to live dangerously. You're CJ, right?
Yeah, how you know me?
Everybody in the Grove knows you and your brother. I thought you'd run away.
I never ran away, okay? I just needed to get away from shit.
Really? Yes, but don't... And I mean, yes, he would have helped out his brother in certain situations, but I'm guessing, CJ probably never wanted to get fully involved in this crap, but, because some police officer, Officer Tenpenny, pretty much blackmails him into doing this stuff,
What's your
I
name?
could see why he stayed.
Denise Robinson. Give me a call sometime. We should go out or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, sweet. I pretty much now have, you know, friend who thinks I'm some
Okay, I'll
heroic
catch you
person from
later,
saving them from
CJ.
a burning building. But I was the one who set the building on fire anyway. So why is this even an option? I don't know.
Oh, come on, man. Hey,
Yeah, now that's something else I have to worry about. I probably won't focus on that because that's not really gonna get me any game progression. You wanna know what? Unless I go into a building like twice and come out, that car won't
What's
be
up,
spawned.
sweet?
We got a problem. Some punk-ass base-ass fool has been slanging to his Grove brothers.
What? Who?
Check this out. He's been buying shit over in Glen Park. He know the hood is talking, and he's hiding out with his new baller friends.
Oh,
Shit, man.
this
How we
is
gonna
a
get to
good,
him?
exciting
Time for
part.
you to announce your return, CJ. You fuck up Glen Park, and that turncoat bitch-ass nigga's gonna lose nerve and make a break for it.
Okay, I'm gonna come
Whoa,
pick you
sorry
up.
about the bad language. I didn't know that conversation had any of that bad stuff in there. But, they said it, not me. Okay, finish this mission. Now, one thing I like to show you guys before we continue on is that I picked up some graffiti now to respray tags all over the city. Because I had to replace that with the fire extinguisher. You can easily get that there. Now, Molotovs, I'd rather prefer to have grenades, to be honest. But I lose my Molotovs anyway. But I'm going to get grenades. Now, depending upon, you can actually do the mission I did and still have other missions with other people not completed yet. But in the hypothetical scenario that you've already completed all of the missions, except for the one we just did and then just completed, and realizing you had to give up all your grenades is sort of okay. So if I park here, I may encounter some resistance because this is Bala territory. And right here, you can pick up grenades and they give you 20. Now they cost several thousand for like 5. But like I said, you can always exit your game without saving if you screw up on something, like the horse races. And if you do it a bunch of times, which if you don't have, which may require you to have some patience, but if you do, you can get a lot of money like I do already. Okay, that was totally not cool.
My rod!
Asshole!
I'm driving this car like it's not mine, and I do that a lot with pretty much every car. Because, well, none of these are actually mine. I can always just take another one. Taking a shortcut around these cars. Now, as you can see, this is the mission where we now can buy weapons to blow crap up.
What's with
This is ammunition. I can now buy weapons here. But apparently I couldn't before. This is Glen Park, which is Ball's territory. And you shoot up a bunch of people. Now, I already know the best strategy for taking parks, control of parks and other stuff. But in order to do that, you're gonna need some certain weapons. Now this is a great place to train your weapon skill, because you can constantly go into places, shoot up a bunch of people, and get a higher weapon skill. Now, your wanted level goes away during a gang war. Why? I don't know. Maybe cops don't want to get involved for whatever reason. But now I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff. Now, pistols are good at close range, I guess. In close range, it depends upon the weapon skill. But the biggest thing is that this thing can, if you give it to Hitman, you can double the amount of, you can use 2 guns at once. This will, I do not know if this applies to the silenced 9mm, I really don't use it that much. But I do use, later on there will be another pistol. I'm not gonna say what it is, because it may ruin the game for those of you who haven't played this. But, that one is a little bit more powerful.
Works
and you
well in a
can't
crowded
really,
area. The choice of the
use two of them at once.
Hope you kick some
Okay,
ass.
Eh.
so I have about 1,300 rounds, somewhere around there. That's fine. Now, of course, you're gonna need some semi-auto ammo for guns if you want to rapidly take out a group of people, one after
If the
another.
cops ask, you didn't get it here, okay?
Now, you can get lots of
Wise
ammo
choice,
from this
sir,
from
wise
just
choice.
driving around, running over
Perfect
enemy
killing,
gangsters,
pure
and
and
then
simple.
walking in the bodies, pick up the ammo and
Best not to mention where
stuff
you
that
got
they had
that,
on them.
okay?
But this one runs out of
I didn't
ammo
tell
much
you
faster
this,
because
right?
it's an automatic weapon, so I'm gonna
Take
buy
it,
a little
hold
bit
it,
few more
love
rounds,
it.
such as
Have
to
fun.
maybe around just over 2,000.
Works well in a crowded area. The choice of the professional.
Okay. Now, that's good. Now, shotguns, you could really use either one. I prefer this shotgun, because one, they're pretty much the same to me.
Hope you kick
But
some
this one
ass.
has a bigger clip than the other one. Which has to reload,
cops
like,
ask,
after every
you
2
didn't get it here,
shots,
okay?
but I think it does more damage.
Wise
But the
choice,
reload
sir,
speed on
wise
that
choice.
shotgun can really screw you over.
Perfect for killing.
Although,
pure
if you
and
go to
simple.
the pig pen
Best not
in
to
Los
mention where you got
Santos,
that, okay?
which is a place I'm not going
I
to
didn't tell
because
you
it's
this,
not
right?
it has
Take
an
it,
inappropriate
hold it,
stuff for the
love
type
it,
of
have
place it
fun.
is for my channel, which I don't want.
Works
But
well in a crowded
that place
area.
will have on top of
The
the roof,
choice
you
of the
don't actually have to go inside and view all the inappropriate stuff. There will be a spot where you can climb onto the roof. Sometimes, yeah, so it's like on a hill, so you're probably gonna have to bring like a car to climb on top of in order to
Hope
do
you
it.
kick some ass.
But, that's what you would do. Now, the most important, which is where you can get this gun, this version of the shotgun, but there's like a third one. Now, I already got some grenades. Now, I'm not going to use a lot of them, but I'm probably only going to keep like about 100 on me.
Wise choice,
I
sir,
mean, the
wise
limit
choice.
is like
Perfect for killing,
9,999 before
Best not to mention where you
before
got
they
that,
don't sell you
okay?
anymore, or like they don't
I
do
didn't tell
carrier
you this,
packages
right?
and stuff like that, or we'll say you don't
Take
got
it,
enough money
hold
for it.
it,
But I didn't
love
even know that you do. They just say that because there's a limit to how much you can carry. So I'm just gonna keep that. I know where they spawn, and each time I bought one, I bought them in groups of 5. But the spot where it spawns gives me 20, so I think I'm gonna go there whenever I just need a refill. So when I'm around 80, I'll just go there and pick it up. Now, before, I don't remember if you could buy the SMG early on, but I don't do that because you won't have access to it because it's like cost way too much.
Have fun. Man, you ain't got enough pockets.
Yeah, you see, there's a limit to how much armor you can have, so. Now, one thing you do get in this war, in the gang wars that will ensue, but you will not get anywhere else, is, at this point you cannot get it anywhere else. I mean, later on you could. That is the rifle class, which there is the, I'm trying to think. There's like an AK-47, and then there's like a,
Help me!
then there's like, I think the M4 assault rifle, which are in that class, and then there's like 2 sniper rifle classes, which we don't have. There is a special class for unique weapons, but, which is kind of cool as well. Now, in order to do this, you have to be on foot in order to do the next part, but you also have to be on foot. It will not work any other way. Now, you have to kill about 3 or 4 of them in succession, or, like, in a row. Now I've provoked a gang war.
Yeah, them my
Now,
dirty
depending
now.
upon where the waves spawn, you want to use your longest range gun and then fire at them, but make it, or they'll try and stick to sidewalks and make it so that they have to come to you. But it won't be that effective kind of thing.
Oh, hit me or kiss me, you little bitch.
Now they're charging at me with bats. In close combat, they'd probably win. But I can shoot them at a distance. But I prefer to keep my knife because it's much more effective, although their bats have a little bit of a longer range. In terms of damage it can deal is a little bit different. Now you see that heart, that floating red heart over there?
This it?
Those spawn along with armor in between waves for you to use. And I think that sort of balances it out
That's mine.
because there's more of the enemy than there is of you. And the more and more you get
What you saying?
more and more territories you take, the more and more they're gonna come at you harder. So
Send them duckets
there's
over
gonna be like people with guns, like rifles, instead of most of the waves carrying bats, like I did. Now I can now recruit men from a gang, which, as you can see, people will now spawn from my gang in this spot. Whoops. This is not one of those things that I can, skip, but, I'd love to, because I pretty much already mentioned this. Well, of course we are. You'll gain, yeah. Okay, we can skip this as soon as possible.
Tenpenny, set me up.
Now, the last part of this mission is to kill this guy.
What you say to me?
Now, the one thing you need to remember when you're doing gang wars like this is, one, your wanted level will go away when you enter the gang war, and two, you can recruit people to join you. Like, people, I could log on to someone and ask them, do you want to join me to take out some enemies? And they're like, yeah, sure. Or, maybe not right now, I'm sort of busy doing some other, stuff with my homies, and I'll be like, yeah, that's fine, maybe we'll meet up later, kind of thing. But, second there, I thought that it looked like a crab from a distance, so I'm like, what's that doing in Glen Park? But, I'm gonna talk about the most attacked, like, area that you'll ever be attacked from. And on my way there, I will show you that there are other locations for ammunition. Pretty much there's only, like, one other location. This person's trying to take the car back. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty much driving on the border between enemy territory and our territory. Now, sometimes you'll see someone occasionally walk on the sidewalks on the borders of someone else's territory. And that usually means they'll engage in fighting, but does that mean that they'll start a gang war and try and take the place? But they'll try and conquer other areas and take influence from us and other stuff and try and take them over. Now, here is the most attacked point. This hood right here will be attacked constantly from the bordering area of Willowfield. Now, to prevent this from happening, one, you can go ahead and take out this territory, which I will do. And two, you now have a restaurant in your area that you can go to without worrying about them shooting at you once you take it over. and an ammunition, so you have a source where you can buy guns in safety. Like, not even have to worry about getting shot up while trying to
You
come here
hard
and
yet?
buy stuff. Now, for me, the only thing I'm really here to buy is this. And most of the times I come here is because
Hope
I
you
don't want to
kick some
go
ass.
all the way to, travel halfway across some of the cities, because that's, like, the only spot I know where armor
There are
spawns,
cultists everywhere,
just to
friend.
get it. And it's, like, $200, and it may cost more in other cities, but this is how it works. Now, the only problem that I'll have finding when you have, when enemies have less and less territories is finding enough people in enemy gangsters in a group to actually take them out. Now, this part... Crap. Okay, I'm running. Because I don't want to fight or start a war yet. Now, I'm gonna have to end this video off here, but, note that only you can start the gang wars. No one else. Your homies will be able to help you in this. But this part really isn't progression. It's sort of like a little extra thing, which is supposed to be part of the story and what takes place during this time in the city. During this time period in the city and all that stuff. You only progress through missions, but this does help you in a way as that you get money from territories that you've taken over. I don't know what it is, but whatever, gangsters were using those territories for making money off of, I guess you do as well. But, seeing how this really isn't something that you can do, to progress, I'm probably just going to be live streaming most of it. But if you guys do want to watch, this, you can head over to my, Twitch. I will link that in the description. I will see you guys later in another video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, don't forget to leave any comments, questions, or feedback for me in the comment section down below. My gamer tag's on screen. Don't forget to send me questions over there if you have any, and if you're on Xbox Live. Make sure they're questions related to the live stream or my YouTube or something like that. Otherwise, I will ignore it. And I'll see you guys later in another video.